So this happened. And also it's so freaking hot today. I'm probably gonna die before the end of this video. But to forget all of that, I guess it is time to take you on the ride of the untwo ship and show you why I love them so much. So do I even need to say it? Untwo is my favorite ship on Earth. You all know it. I say it in approximately every video. Don't ask me how it happened because it was so random. I already loved Earth and White. I saw a few signs that they might happen on Theory of Love. These signs intensified and made my heart ache, which is like the one sign that I'm really falling in love with the ship. Then they were confirmed and dated on the show. And I died, then wrote 20 untwo fanfictions and made 50 gift sets. And now here we are. So I'm someone who usually moderately cares about side ships. The only other one besides untwo that I really loved being Jack and in History 3 Trapped, because of that one particular scene that truly is one of my favorites on Earth. I'm not usually consumed by ships that have only 20 scenes together. Yet there's something about untwo that makes me lose my shit every goddamn time. And well, that's exactly what we're gonna talk about in today's video. First though, as I said, untwo have like 20 scenes in total, so I thought we could rewatch them if GMMTV allows me, so you guys can experience what made me fall in love with them. Look at this! Bitch, he's gonna be your husband! Hey, you don't like him right now, bitch! Look at them, look at them, look at them! Look at fucking Two is jealous, Cry is jealous, I love that. Look at how Anne is gonna act even though he's been in love with the guy for 3 years. Anne really has like zero flirting skills. Look at how fucking cute. Look at Anne, look at Anne. Inside he's like, oh my god, he's so fucking cute, that's the guy I like. They literally switch laptops, like they have all the tropes, all of them. And you, and have you told to you like him? I don't think so, bitch. Look at the tension! He really thought he was a fucking bully in the movie, bitch. This is when I started to ship. I was like, that's a little gay. And like, Anne is, look at him. He's so fucking dumb. Like, how to seduce your crush? Be an asshole to him. But he loves you. Again, let's remember that this man has loved him for 3 years. So when he calls him an idiot, he's also calling himself an idiot. Look at Anne's eyes. Look at his eyes. This guy right here is from End of Love, This Is Love Story. I love that scene so much. Look at him. Obsessed with two. He's so good at getting on his nerve. Look at that. Look at the sexual tension right there. Look! When I say zero flirting skills, I really mean it. He might be an asshole, but he's your asshole, bitch. Look! He really was like, okay, I bullied him all day, let's bring him on a date. Exactly. He also like put his cute ass fucking shirt for him. Like, you can bet your ass he put that shirt and he's like feeding him. Bitch! Look at him, look at Anne looking at him, bitch. Look, Two knows immediately. He's like, bitch, that's some shady shit. He knows, look at, he is shook. He shouldn't be this shook, but it proves that like he's felt it. He's felt like Anne's feelings for him. See, he hears about his crush. Look at him being worried about too. Yes! He fucking loves you even though he's saying I just love their dynamic. Look at him. Look at how he looks at him. And he did it for him. And this is the first time like that Two is really like softer with him. And this is where like maybe the most important parallel forms the perks of being a wallflower. Yeah, he doesn't want Emma Watson as a wife, he wants you, bitch. I think like that sentence, we only accept the love we think we deserve. It's the perfect sentence to describe Two's relationship with Lynn, like waiting around for years and years, and Anne's relationship with Two. And that's really important. And I just love how they choose that movie and that quote so perfectly for Anne and Two. Look at Anne, look at that, look at his smile. He's so soft. Exactly. He can't believe that they're like flirting with each other because he knows that Anne likes him. You freaking liar! You've been getting closer to him. He literally helped you like 5 minutes ago. Exactly. Stop your bias. He's not okay. He's in love with you. And this is where you see why fucking P.N. got closer to third. Fun fact, the guy on the left is Pao from Why Destiny. And this is when 2 starts to take Kai's jealousy more seriously. Look at that. He understands why Kai is jealous. And this is when Anne like fucks up. And look at 2 being upset. This is the first time like we see him being so upset. And I love that this whole journey with his feelings for Anne is with himself. I love that it's truly like something that is private and we're allowed into his thoughts and intimate space to see him at his most vulnerable. I wish that would have been addressed because I mean I'm sure like Anne didn't bring him to date him because I don't think like Anne decided that early to move on from 2. And that's when he starts thinking like he's watching a clip of his crush and he's thinking about Anne. Look at the 2 like jealous bitches. Like Anne, what are you doing sitting on 3rd chair? Like you dumb bitch. I don't know what you're doing girl, but like Third doesn't like P.N. bitch. No! Look at Kai and fucking 2, they're like shook. Even Anne is like, bitch, what are you saying? And look at Anne, he's so worried. And again, he's thinking about Anne. 2 is shook, like that's where 2 like realizes completely he likes Anne. And that's when he's gonna ask Lynn to be his girlfriend. And 2 knows immediately. They're acting like they don't know each other when like they are at least acquaintances. They've worked together. Like Anne has come into 2's apartment. They are a certain level of close. Like look at them. This is so awkward. I hate it. That's because he likes Anne instead. Ah, that's his future boyfriend. Again, it's the longing to be together that really kills me between those 2 because in so little screen time, they're showing truly how much they care about each other. Okay, we've come to my absolute favorite scene in every way. It's truly like a masterpiece. I am not kidding, so let's go. So what's interesting is that like he looks at him, immediately his like gaze changes and then 2 like feels the need to confront him. Look at Anne acting. Earth's acting was phenomenal in that scene. Like he doesn't deny, he just says, what do you want to know? I just love this separation by the door between them. And now it's revealed that it's been that fucking long. I mean, look at how cute White is. Like, I don't blame him. Look at him! They're all so cute! He likes him so much. The soundtrack for this show is also so fucking good. Like, it complements literally every aspect of it. Look at him smiling! He doesn't want to hear about it because it hurts too much to know he likes him and he's with Lynn now. You can see 2 like doesn't give a fuck about Lynn and Lynn deserves better. But 2 is shook. 2 realizes his mistake. Again, I really love that they've given so many like scenes just to develop Anne 2, which doesn't happen often for secondary ships. Look at him hugging because he loves you. Like this scene is so little but means so much between them. Because for a moment, like Anne is caught like hoping that maybe 2 likes him, which he does, and then he pushes him away. And it's the first time that Anne is the one to push 2 away. And Lynn has seen everything. He apologizes immediately. He's not trying to find excuses because he knows that truly in his heart he does like Anne back. So that finishes well for 2 and Lynn. And I just like that it concludes with them being friends because that's what they were all along. Look at him smiling at the picture he took of Anne, and then Anne sees him and he loses his smile because he's been pushed away again and again by 2 and like, it is the pining for me folks. But then this is where another problem is set up for them. And when he's saying that to two especially. He changed his mind because he got heartbroken by two. This is when like the angst hits his peak. Two is shook, two is like, fuck, what am I doing? Don't change the ending. He really fucking. Again, the theme of movies in this series, go watch my previous video on Theory of Love, but the theme of movies is just perfectly incorporated. I think it's the director of Girl 2000 or something. Ah, he came. I have chills right now. No, you don't have to get over him, bitch. Same, bitch. He's ready for like a long distance relationship with Anne. Like, girl, you know the answer. I love this fucking sentence. Like, this is iconic. This whole scene is fucking iconic. Look at that, they're so cute. Look at him like putting his little chin in his like neck. I cannot, folks. Look at them. Look at them, the cutie. They're literally waving each other 3 goddamn times. Look at them in the public. Gonna be honest, this is like my least favorite scene by them because like they're boyfriends. Why are you rejecting him too? Like, boyfriends supporting each other, bitch. Theory of Love. Yeah. Look at them hugging. Look at his speech.
I'm so
excited.
Thank you, everybody. I'm from Thailand.
And this is his whole speech, bitch. So yeah, this was their last scene together in Theory of Love. I just wanted to observe the few scenes in the special episode where two talks about Anne. Let's go.
Look at
his smile. He's so like whipped for his boyfriend. He can't stand to be away from him. Look at him like calling his boyfriend at the bar. Yes! He wanted his boyfriend to be there to take the graduation pictures. So this was it for the special episode, and then I wanted to throw in a little update because I do not believe this was a coincidence, but in the final episode of 1000 Stars, we have Pupa coming to meet Tian at the airport, and Toon, which is white character, is also there, and he says that. Let's see it. Yeah, the first time you see him. He's quite handsome! Bitch, I was personally victimized by this scene, so P-Off like literally did that against me, the biggest untwo stan, and I do take it personally, so yeah, thank you about that. But yes, this was it for the whole untwo story. Very short, but very sweet. So now that I'm in my feelings about them again, let's explore exactly why they're the best ship ever. First of all, this ship is made of 2 iconic BL actors. White from Lovesick, which is the OG Thai BL, and Earth from Waterboy, Love by Chance, and more recently 1000 Stars. But on top of being established great actors and familiar faces, they knew each other since Waterboy, where they both acted in it. And them having no issue with BL whatsoever just puts their chemistry on another level due to their talent and familiarity with each other. Also, I talked about it in my Proof We're Living in a Simulation video, but Anne's feelings getting confirmed in episode 10, as well as them actually getting together in episode 12, was a huge deal. First of all, before that, secondary ships in GMM TV shows just never got confirmed. Kremwat from Sotos being the most infamous example of that. So untwo was actually the first ship to get this kind of development. And for anyone watching the show live as it aired, like me, we were all shocked to see them happening. But even more so since in the novel the show is adapted from, untwo only have 2 special chapters where we learn about Anne's feelings. And that's it. So even the novel readers weren't expecting that much. It was truly a surprise on every level. I also think the gradual development of untwo is so beautiful and participate in that surprise effect of them getting together. In only 20 scenes, they managed to have a full-blown epic love story, going from acquaintances to low-key enemies to lovers, and I love that. I love how we go from them being acquaintances through third to Anne finally shooting his shot once he has a way to talk with two, and he sees that two is ready to move on from her. Then we have two pulling away from him also slightly before finally breaking up by getting together with Lin. And finally the two of them going to find each other and confront their feelings before getting together. I love that while most of their feelings and development is done in a very subtle way, there's also moments where their dialogue, while always more on the reserved side, truly pulls them together. Be it An saying that Tu is the first person he brought to the restaurant, An asking Tu why he came to rescue him in the dark and Tu saying he doesn't know, or even when Tu tells An his feelings through the characters of Charlie and Sam from The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Every single scene is a little stone to the edifice that is Unto's relationship. Similarly, the push and pull is simply wonderful. Again, we have Tu pulling away while An is trying to break down his defenses for most of the show, which is clearly stated when An says,
แต่ยิ่งกูพยายามใกล้เขามากเท่าไหร่เขาก็ยิ่งถอยห่างกูออกไป
because Tu has known deep down inside since that restaurant scene that An likes him. That's why he's so quick to jump to conclusion when he overhears him saying to Shane that he's heartbroken. And then after having pulled away completely from An, Tu is the one to push him to reveal his feelings. And then to come rescue him in the dark even though it's not his place. The push and pull in this relationship that again doesn't have that many scenes together just makes it feel like a real relationship with its up and downs and moments of distance and closeness. It truly feels like how it would be for two acquaintances to get together when they don't know each other that well. There's also this show don't tell element to the ship, where most of their development is done with actions rather than words. As I said, even most of the words they tell each other are telling things only halfway, which creates a longing effect to the viewer who themselves feel that they're watching something extremely intimate that they have to look into to really get. And finally, the show don't tell element contributes to the beautiful pining between these two. Done so beautifully and again in a very natural way. And shows it in a very obvious way with a lot of heart eyes, while Tu shows it mostly through the moments where we're seeing his thoughts, and they're full of An. It's just so heart-achingly good, and they just own me entirely. To conclude, I hope I managed to make you understand why a secondary ship with less than an hour of screen time has been my favorite ship for 2 years now. There's also something to say about them being a secondary ship with so little screen time, because it allows me and any viewer to read a lot more into their relationship and truly make the characters our own because they're not as fleshed out as main characters. But even though all of that definitely applies to untwo, they had an amazing development for the little screen time they got. And surprisingly a lot of depth to their story, which simply hadn't happened in a GMMTV secondary ship before. So anyway, they're the most iconic side ship ever. I said what I said and I will adore them forever. I hope you enjoyed this video and became an untwo stan, and have a great day.